One of the problems that I've had with my Subaru Crosstrek is finding a place to mount my phone. I think I have mentioned in previous videos that I have my insurance company monitoring my driving, but it does that through my cell phone. So anytime my cell phone moves around unexpectedly, it can ding me for hard cornering, unnecessary acceleration, that kind of stuff. And I don't really want that to happen because I save a lot of money by allowing my insurance company to monitor my driving. Again, I'm only doing this because I'm saving so much money and I'm working on paying off debt. So I needed a really good way to solidly mount my phone to the car. And I've been using a mount that mounts onto the dashboard. It's basically just glued on right next to the screen, and it works okay. For what I was doing before, where I was flex driving a lot, it was actually pretty good because Apple CarPlay is not compatible with the Amazon Flex app. So I needed to actively have my navigation where I could see it. However, things have changed a little bit. I'm no longer flex driving a lot. I'm making enough money at my current job that I don't need to do that, and it was putting a ton of wear on my car. So it was time to find a new way of mounting my phone to the interior of my car. A company that I've actually worked with previously sent me a solution for their mount. And so let me show you what they sent me. So this is a cup holder mount. It looks pretty big, but a lot of this is actually sitting inside the cup holder. It has an adjustable mount, so you can adjust it whatever way you need it to in the car. It has a cup holder, so this goes into the cup holder and there's a cup holder on top. And it attaches to the cup holder by rotating this ring here. So these bits of plastic here extend when you rotate this ring and force themselves against the interior edge of the cup holder inside the car, and that solidly mounts this to the inside of my Crosstrek. The advantage to doing it this way is, unlike my current mount situation, it doesn't block the view of my screen. I can still use my screen. I can't really use my phone as much, but I don't need to use my phone as much while I'm driving. I just wanted to show you the setup that I currently have. So that right there is just a magnet basically that attaches to the back of my phone, and you can see there really aren't any good places on the interior of the Crosstrek to mount something like a phone. So that's where I had to put it to keep it from covering up my screen and the vent. I use both the vents and the screens, so I really didn't want them covered up. You can see the screen on my car is covered up, I mean almost a quarter of the screen, by my phone, and you can adjust the phone so that it's not like that, but then you can't really read the phone. So it's not the most effective solution. So while this does work, I really wanted to try something different. So I'm going to try to install this cup holder mount for my phone and see if it does any better. So before I install it, I wanted to show you some of the things on the bottom here. So it does have this nice soft pad to rest on the bottom of your cup holder so that it doesn't scratch anything if there's something to be scratched down there. And it also has that same kind of nice soft rubber pads on the end of these arms that extend out and hold it in place. So anyways, let's try putting this into the cup holder here and see what happens. So as you can see, it goes right in, but it's obviously not secure yet. But you do have to spin this ring to get it secured properly in the cup holder. So now it's secured properly so it doesn't move at all. And let's try adjusting it so that the mount here is in a good position. I think it's already probably actually about where I want it. You can adjust it really far like that, but I don't think that's really what I want. I think I want it more vertical and probably facing me a little bit more, so I can tighten that up. I can adjust the angle of the mount right there. You can adjust the height quite a bit. Actually, having it up a little bit higher would be nice, so something like that might work. You can see also this is a magnetic mount. It's using a circular ring. I'll show what it looks like on the back of my phone in a second. And then we have the cup holder itself. It's a nice cup holder. There really isn't much to it. You can put this down at the bottom. So it's actually a lot like the factory cup holder. It's the very similar type of texture that you have down at the bottom there. You can see I use my cup holder to hold coins, really not much else actually. And it is securely mounted in the car. And really that's all there is to it. That's how it mounts in the car. So let me show you really quickly how this ring mount works. Okay, so you can see that this metal ring right here, this is the ring that comes with the mount. This particular piece of metal attaches to the mount on my dashboard, but this ring is what's used on this mount. And a big pro to using this type of mount, I don't actually have one, but a lot of people use a wireless charger, and if you're going to use one, you can't have a big piece of metal where the wireless charger is. So using this thin metal ring like this allows you to use wireless charging while you're using this car mount, which is a really good feature for some people. especially if I was doing a lot of flex driving again. It's something that I would really consider doing because flex driving, you spend a lot of time taking your phone on and off the charger, and having a wireless charger really makes that a lot easier and a lot faster. But anyways, let me put this on the mount and we can see how it works. Okay, so there it is, my phone mounted onto the cup holder charger. So you can see there's tons of room to actually add a cup into the cup holder and still be able to use your phone. The phone is out of the way of the passenger over there. Not that I carry passengers very often in my car, but if that's a concern to you. Another concern that I initially had about using a cup holder mount like this in the Crosstrek is that it is right behind the gear selector here. And so I was a little concerned that if I was to shift, especially on the freeway into the 5th or 6th, or if I'm maneuvering around and I need to go into reverse all the way over here, that I'd be running into the phone charger mount. But you can adjust it so that it doesn't happen. I have mine rotated off to the side like this, and so my hand doesn't run into this post while I am driving around. And it should be secure enough that it doesn't set off my insurance company's monitoring software. Okay, so I brought this mug with me. It's just a regular mug. I don't have any large water bottles or anything that actually fits a normal cup holder, but I figured this mug will do, and it fits perfectly fine. This cup holder has cutouts for handles like this, so even though you might not want to be hauling around an open-top mug in your car, you could, even though this is a little bit wider than your average water bottle, it still fits absolutely perfectly. By the way, this mug actually does fit in the regular Crosstrek's cup holders as well. So you don't lose the functionality of the cup holder when you put in this cup holder phone mount.